Hi guys, good morning. Happy Friday. My name's Hayley. Thank you for joining me this morning. It's a little gloomy out, but we're going to be doing an energizing morning flow. We're going to warm up with quite a few of our sun salutation B variation. So maybe doing about 10 of those before getting into more of a flow practice. So we're going to get started just seated right now. So taking a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like. So if you want to sit on your shins, maybe sit on a block, maybe sit cross-legged, and just let the hands rest on your legs, either palm face down or palm face up. And take a couple just wiggles of your body. So whatever it is that makes you start to settle down. So getting out any little twitches, itches, a couple wiggles of the shoulders, maybe a couple rocks of the hips side to side. Finding your sits bones if you're sitting cross-legged. And then once your body feels like it's starting to settle, start to find some stillness. Feeling the weight of the body. So feel that connection of your legs, maybe your sits bones, shins, ankles, to your mat, to the ground beneath you. Let your next inhale, think of someone pulling a string from the top of your head, finding that length all the way from the top of the head, lengthening out your spine. So avoiding crunch or hunching over. So finding that length between and that space between each vertebrae. Let the belly be soft here. No need to suck it in. We spend so much of our day already sucking in our belly. So just letting it go and see what shifts in the body when you do that. My face, for some reason, automatically just releases. My shoulders release when I let my belly go. I feel like it's because I'm not holding in that air anymore. Roll the shoulders back a couple of times. Once they start to feel a little bit settled, pause. Take a couple wiggles of the jaw side to side. Open and close the mouth a couple times. Releasing the face muscles. Now drawing your attention to the breath. So where is that area that you feel the pulsing of the breath? So it's the end of the week. You might not feel the end of the week, maybe every day is the same. But I want you to exhale anything that didn't serve you this past week, past 5 or 7 days. So every inhale, bringing space to the body, expanding allowing more space for new opportunities, new energy, new life. And on your next exhale, open the mouth and let everything go that happened this week that didn't serve you. Coming back to the breath. Notice the areas that automatically want to tense up a little bit. So for me, it's my belly. I automatically want to just suck in or maybe shrug my shoulders. So once we're aware of these places that we hold tension, we can then relax and bring ease to those places. First, it's awareness, recognizing and then easing into that tension. On your next inhale, we'll lift the arms overhead and then interlace the hands, palm face up. Take a little baby back bend, so just puffing the chest out forward. Gaze might shift to the top of the room. And then on our exhale, reach the hands to the front of the room, round the back. So we're just moving in and out of our cat and cow spine. Next inhale, press the palms to the top of the room, puff the chest out. And then exhale to round, tuck the chin. Couple more times, inhale, open yourself up. Exhale to round. One more time here, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Release the hands, cactus the arms, open the heart. And then exhale, connect the elbows, connect the forearms, round the spine. So taking the cat and cow like spine once again, but different arm flow. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale to close yourself off. 3 more times, inhale, open. Exhale to round, maybe you close your eyes here. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round the spine. Twice more, inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more time here. And close. Reach the arms overhead. Take a side bend over to the right side. So right palm down, left fingertips reach overhead. And then just take a couple openings of the elbow. So reach the elbow towards the floor. Then reach the elbow to the back of the room. So just opening the chest, working on a little bit of shoulder mobility here. And then pausing with the elbow a little bit more open than normal. And then try shifting the gaze to the back of the room. And then coming up through center, switching sides, left hand down, right fingertips reach overhead. And then play with opening and closing the shoulder, the elbow. Be seeing if you can get a little bit deeper every time. And then pausing on the next opening. Try looking over the back shoulder. Finding that release in the right shoulder. And then coming back through center. Rolling over to tabletop. Take a couple circles in one direction. Putting out those areas of tension. You can close your eyes here. Just taking some nice, delicious circles. core active. And then switching the directions of your circles. Just a couple of rounds of cat and cow here, meeting back through center. Inhale, heart draws forward, sink the belly, lift the tail. Cow. Exhale, round through the spine, press into the ground, tuck chin, tuck your tail, cat. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to your cat. One more time. And then exhale, cat. Lengthen the right leg back, toes tucked. Take a couple rocks up and down. And then lift the toes off the earth. Inhale, find that length through the crown of the head, through the right heel. And then exhale, draw the knee to the right tricep. Inhale to lengthen. Draw the knee to the nose, round the spine. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Inhale, lengthen. Open yourself up. Modified side plank. Pivot the left shin. Reach the right foot back. Right arm reaches to the top of the room. Maybe bending the right knee, grab hold of the top of the foot. Roll the right shoulder down the back. Kick the foot into the hand. And then release the foot. Step the foot to the outside edge of the right hand. Pivot the shin back to be parallel with the long edge of the mat. So we're in a lizard lunge. Take a couple pulses in and out of the front leg. Front leg, hamstring might be super tight, so taking it slow. It's early today. And then pausing in your next lizard lunge. Left hand down the right, fingertips lift up to the top of the room. Maybe bend the left knee. Maybe grab hold of the top of the left foot. Again, roll the right shoulder down the back. Maybe the gaze shifts over the back shoulder. Release the hand. Draw the right knee back to meet the left tabletop. Round of cat and cow here. And then lengthen the left toes back. Take a couple rocks up and down. Forwards and backwards. And then lift the left toes. Inhale to find that length. Exhale, draw the knee to the left tricep. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to opposite tricep. One more time to lengthen. Then modified side plank. Pivot the right shin. Left leg stays long. Left fingertips reach up to the top of the room. And then bend the left knee, grab hold of the top of the foot. Press the hips forward. Roll the left shoulder back. Maybe gaze shifts up to the top of the room for a little bit more balance work. Release the foot. Plant the left hand. Pivot the right shin back. And then step the left foot to the outside edge of the left hand. Lizard pose. And then rock the hips back and forth. Moving in and out of your half splits of your lizard. And then meeting back in our lizard lunge. Right hand stays. Left fingertips reach to the top of the room. Try bending the right knee. Maybe grab hold of the top of the right foot. In that opening in front of the right leg. Release the foot. Plant the hands, step the knees back. Tuck the toes. Lift the knees to hover. Couple inches, maybe about 2 to 3 inches. Shift the gaze to the knees. If you want a little bit more here, bend the elbows towards the hips. Holding here for 3 more rounds of breath. 2 more inhales and exhales. Next inhale. Next exhale, lift the hips. Shift yourself back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Taking some movements here. Finding some bounces, some wiggles. And then finding some stillness. Inhale, lift the heels, soften the knees. Step yourself to the top of your mat. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to fold, generous bend in the knees. Inhale to circle the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Sink the hips, Utkatasana, chair pose. Holding here, just becoming familiar. So we're going to move through our sun salutation V a little bit slower the first round. And then we'll get into it, moving 1 breath per movement, sink a little deeper. Really warming up the legs here. We'll interlace the hands behind the low back. Pull the fist to the back of the room, opening up the front of the chest. And then keep the interlacing of the hands. Straighten the legs. Getting into a little bit of a ragdoll here. So your knees can stay soft. It's a little too early on the hammies. Reach the crown of the head to the floor. If you can't interlace the hands, you can always grab a strap or t-shirt, just something to find the gap. A couple sways. And then releasing the hands at the low back. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, step yourself back, high plank. Knees can stay lifted or lowered. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway or to the belly. Untuck the toes, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Round of breath here. Inhale, right heel lifts. Draw the knee to the nose, curling in, and then step the foot between the hands. Left heel lowers, heel to heel alignment. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Sink into the front knee. Feel that length all the way from the left heel, all the way up the left leg. Biceps next to the ears. If your shoulders are a little tight, widening the arms. 1 more inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Step yourself back, high plank. Moving through a chaturanga. Or meeting right near downward facing dog. Left heel lifts. Knee draws to the nose. And then step the foot through. Right heel lowers, heel to heel alignment. Inhale, lift the fingertips up. Warrior 1. Sink into the left knee. Maybe the gaze shifts up to the fingertips. 1 more round of breath here. Next exhale, plant the hands. Step yourself back, high plank. Chaturanga. is there for you, or downward facing dog. Round a breath in here. Exhale to side out. Inhale, lift your heels, bend the knees, gaze shifts up. Exhale, step or hop your feet top of the mat. Halfway lift. And fold. Utkatasana, chair pose right away. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Interlace the hands behind the low back. Feel that stretch just for a moment. And then release. Halfway lift. Plant the hands. Step or hop your way through Chaturanga. If you're landing, or if you're hopping, land with bent elbows to protect your shoulders. Or meet in your downward facing dog. Next breath, right heel lifts. Step the foot between the hands. So moving a little bit quicker here. Inhale, veer one. Exhale, plant the palms, high to low plank. Maybe keep the right heel lifted. Want a little bit more of a challenge. Downward facing dog. Left heel lifts. Step the foot between the hands, veer one. Plant your palms. Option to float the left foot next to the right, high to low plank. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step, hop, float. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale to Tadasana. Inhale, chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant the palms, step, hop, float. You've got a Chaturanga or downward facing dog. Right heel rises. Warrior one on the breath in. Plant the palms. Exhale takes you through your Chaturanga. Exhale rises. Veer one on your inhale. Exhale lowers you through your Chaturanga. Inhale, gaze shifts up, bend the knees. Step or hop, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Utkatasana, chair. Tadasana. Chair pose. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Exhale lowers you through your Chaturanga. Remain your downward facing dog. Right heel lifts. Step the foot through, veer one on the inhale. Exhale. Let the exhale flow you all the way through to your low plank. Breath in, high upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel lifts. Veer one, breath in. Exhale takes you all the way from your high to low plank. So you should be feeling warm now. Muscles should be more open. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Top of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Getting in this rhythm with your breath. Halfway lift. Step or half your way. You've got a chaturanga or downward facing dog. Right heel lifts. Foot steps through your one inhale. Exhale to fold. Chaturanga or down dog. Left heel lifts. Step the foot through. Last time on this side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Meeting back in our down dog. We're going to take about 10 rounds of breath. So if you want to stay in down dog, feel free. If you want to take a child's pose, just to catch the breath a little bit. Maybe take a sip of water. Catch the breath. So our sun salutations are used to obviously salute the sun. Hopefully the sun comes today. But also to build that energy right away, right off the bat. Build that heat within the body. So I'm feeling warm. Hopefully you guys are ready for the next part of our flow. If you're in child's pose, coming back to your downward facing dog when you're ready. Shift the heels off to the left side. Bend the left knee. Keep the right leg long. You're just coming into a side body stretch here. Gaze can shift underneath the right armpit. So it's a super intense stretch. So if you feel it, you know you're doing it right. Coming back through center. Right heel rises. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Get some knee circles here. Reverse the direction. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger curl. Three-legged. Knee to nose, holding here. Step the foot between the hands. Left heel stays lifted, all 10 toes point forward. Next inhale lifts you up, crescent warrior. Sink into the front knee. Lift up through the back of the left kneecap. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Exhale to cactus the arms, open the heart. And then inhale, lengthen. This time adding in the back knee, exhale, cactus. Bend the back knee to hover. Inhale to lift. 3 more times, cactus and hover. Lift. Twice more. With your breath. 1 more time. This time, circle the arms behind you. At the same time, lengthen the right leg. Reach the arms out in front. So a ton of core work here. Finding that balance. Stay rooted through the right big toe. This is super intense in both of the legs. And then we'll fold over the front leg, modified pyramid pose. Hands can come to blocks, maybe fingertips. Keep hugging the inner thighs together. Reach through the crown of the head and then fold over the front leg. Next inhale, bend the right knee, lower the left heel, lift yourself up, warrior two. Taking a couple moments to move in and out of the front leg, just becoming familiar with this opening of the hips, the thighs, and then sink into your warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Front knee stays bent. And then listen carefully. We're going to move into a revolved side angle pose. So our toes, our left toes will come to the ball of the back foot, lifting the back heel. And then draw the hands to heart. And then take our twist to the right side. So left elbow catches the right thigh. So taking a little bit of different transitions here, coming in and out. So opening and closing from pose to pose. And then we'll land the back heel, lengthen both of the legs, landing upright, preparing for triangle pose. Shift the hips back, reach the fingertips forward, Trikonasana triangle. We're going to be working on these transitions throughout the remainder of class. So moving through these transitions mindfully. Often, like in life, we tend to move through changes or transitions quickly, just getting to the next point. But like in yoga, we need to use strength and muscles to get us there. So moving as slowly as you can, transitioning to the next pose. We'll lift up the left heel, plant the left hand, right leg stays long, modified revolved triangle pose. Left hand down, right fingertips take you into a twist. We're really bringing out the spine today. And then we'll plant the right hand, bend the right knee, left hand down, right arm opens you up to a twist once more. And then we'll shift the weight over to the left side, Vashisthasana side plank. Right foot stacks on top of left, or left knee can lower for modified variation. One more breath here. Plant the right hand, top of a plank. You've got chaturanga or downward facing dog. Notice the differences between the two sides. Left heel lifts. Knee just to the nose, tiger curl. Inhale, lengthen. Twice more knee to nose. Inhale to lift. Knee just to the nose and hold it here. Step the foot between the hands. Next breath, crescent warrior. All 10 toes point forward. Right heel stays lifted. Lift up through the right kneecap. Draw the right hip forward, draw left hip back. Sink into the front knee. Arms lift. Overhead biceps next to the ears. Next, exhale or inhale, cactus the arms, open the heart. My God, that was an exhale. Inhale, lift the arms up. This time adding in the back knee. Exhale, lower to hover, cactus. Inhale, lift. 3 more times with your own breath here. One more time. And then circle the arms back. Lengthen the front leg. Then reach the fingertips like you're holding a beach ball to the front of the room. Inner thighs are hugging together. Both legs should be straight. And then fold over the front leg, modified pyramid pose. Inhale to find that space between the vertebrae, lengthening out through the top of the head. And then exhale, folding the spine forward. You're going to lower the right heel. Bend into the left knee. Use your core to lift you up. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Take a couple moments here to sink into the front knee. Moving in and out. And then find that stillness. Reverse your warrior. Moving into revolved side angle pose. We'll move through warrior 2. Lift the back heel, all 10 toes forward. Hands to heart. Trying to make this like water, like honey. Draw the elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Taking your prayer twist. Twisting from the spine rather than pressing the elbow into the leg. Reaching out through the crown of the head. Maybe the gaze shifts over the top elbow. One more round of breath here. And then using the core to lift you up once again, lengthen both of the legs, lower through the right heel. So we're at the top of a triangle. Both legs long, reach the left fingertips forward, Trikonasana. Plant the left hand on a block or shin. Reach the right fingertips up. You guys, I'm dripping in sweat. I'm really bringing out our core. So if you're dripping and need a towel, I need one too. I wish someone could grab me one. I'm so hot right now. And then pivot to the ball of the back foot. We'll plant the right hand, keep the left leg long, and then open the left fingertips up, modified revolved triangle pose. So shoulders stacked on top of one another. Keep the inner thighs drawing together. And then plant the left palm. Bend the left knee. Right hand to the inside of the left foot. One more twist here to take us into our side plank. On the right side, stack the feet. Press into the right hand, lift the hips up higher. One more variation. And then plant the left hand. Take yourself through a chaturanga. We'll be in our downward facing dog. Come to the toes, bend the knees, lift the heels. Exhale, step hop, float top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, gently move your hands to heart. Holding here for a second. Pausing to collect the breath. Feeling the heartbeat rising and falling. Inhale, flutter the eyes open if you close them. Reach the fingertips up. And then exhale, or the heart forward to your fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step up, float. You've got a chaturanga or downward facing dog. Chaturangas are always optional. You don't have to take them. Lifting the hips. Reach the right fingertips forward. And then hug the knee into the chest. Step the foot to the top of the mat. Maybe using your hands, maybe not. Lift yourself up, crescent warrior. Finding your foundation before we add in some dynamic movement. Next exhale, cactus, the arms lower the back knee to hover. Lengthen up. Twice more hover. Lift. Hover. And lift. This time interlacing the hands behind the low back. Pull the fist down the left leg, open the shoulders. And then taking modified humble warrior. Bow the shoulders to the inside of the right leg. You might feel wobbly, I do too. It's normal. You're trying to hug the right knee into the right shoulder. Releasing the head, trusting yourself. That you'll be okay even if you fall. Shift the gaze to the back of the room. Inhale, lift yourself up back to your crescent. Release the arms overhead. And then circle the arms back, lengthen the front leg. Reach the fingertips forward. And then fold yourself into your modified pyramid pose. Lower the back heel, heel to arch alignment. Right knee bends, lift yourself up with your core, warrior two. Reverse your warrior. We're taking revolve side angle pose. So we've been here before. Moving through crescent, draw the hands to prayer. Catch the elbow to the outside of the right leg. Either stay here or maybe lengthen your wings floor to ceiling. Without momentum, lift yourself up, lengthen both of the legs. Top of triangle pose. Shift the hips back, reach the arms forward. Trikonasana. Maybe this time trying to keep the right arm lifted, maybe reaching fingertips to the front of the room or towards the left. Engaging the core here. And then spinning to the ball of the back foot. Modified revolved triangle pose. Both legs long. Right fingertips reach to the top of the room. Always an option to have a hand on block or a prop or something just to lift your left hand a little bit higher. Twisting a little deeper here. A couple options here. We're going to move into our side plank. So maybe hooking the peace fingers, your pointer and middle finger on the right hand, to your right big toe, taking that transition, or just stepping right back to your side plank where the right foot stacks on top of left. Maybe try lifting the right leg off of the left, using that outer glute strength. Holding here for one more round of breath. Plant the right hand. Try keeping the right foot floated. Chaturanga. Got one more side, you guys. Left heel rises. Bend the knees, stack your hips. Wild thing is there for you. Press into the feet to lift the hips. And then hug the knee into the chest. Slowly step yourself forward. Crescent warrior, inhale. Exhale to cactus, the arms hover the back knee. Inhale, crescent. Twice more with your own breath. And then interlacing the hands. The opposite way behind the low back. Draw the fist down, right leg, open the heart. And then modified humble warrior. Draw the left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. Keeping the right heel lifted. Keep hugging your inner thighs together to find that balance. Release the head, gaze shifts to the back. Use the fists to lift you back up. Release the hands. Crescent. Lengthen the front legs, circle the arms back. And then hover the torso, reach the arms to the front of the room. Plant the hands on either side of the left leg, modified pyramid. Lower the right heel, bend the left knee. Core lifts you up, Vira 2. Reverse your warrior. Transitioning into revolve side angle. Moving through crescent warrior. Draw the hands to your chest, to your heart, and then taking your prayer twist. This time, maybe expanding the arms, floor to ceiling. Next, inhale, lengthen both of the legs. Core lifts you up. Lower the right heel. Arms out to a T. Trikonasana triangle. So a ton of core strength, a ton of leg strength. It's not easy, but working on those transitions so that we can try making them a little bit smoother. Maybe lifting the left arm to the front of the room or off to the right. Lift the right heel, plant the right hand on the inside of the left leg. Modified revolved triangle, left fingertips lift. Again, always an option to have hand on a prop to add that height so that you feel safe and stable. We're going to plant through the right hand. Again, a couple options here. Maybe playing with that transition where you hook the peace fingers, the pointer and middle finger, to the left big toe. Maybe stepping the left foot back, maybe hovering the foot, just working on some strength building here. Moving into your side plank, whatever it looks like for you. Just taking the variation that works. One more round of breath here. Left hand plants. Try floating the left foot. One more chaturanga here. And then meeting in our downward facing dog. Lower the knees, big toes come to touch. Vinyasa, child's pose. Let the head be heavy. Arms can rest alongside body. And then rolling yourself up. Coming onto your shins. You might want to scoot yourself forward just so you have enough space to lie down. Come into our Navasana bow pose. So lifting the feet off of the mat, arms reach alongside body. Reaching to the front of the room, keeping the collarbones broad. Keep the gaze up at where the ceiling and wall meet. Next exhale, lower down to your low boat. Hovering the shoulders, hovering the heels. Legs should be hovering, maybe shaking. One more round of inhale. Exhale, take a full body stretch here. So we've made our way to our backs. We'll do one more heart opener, one more heart opening pose called Matsyasana. It's fish pose if you've ever done it. So we can take a couple different options. You can maybe play with if you want the feet planted on your mat, or if you want to start with the legs long, toes pointed out. And legs are active, so keeping the kneecaps lifted, quads engaged. We'll lift our hips and plant our hands underneath our bum. And our elbows and forearms are glued to our side body. You might want to take a look up at me. There's a lot going on in this pose. And then we'll lengthen or plant the feet, whatever you're choosing. And we'll lift the chest up to the top of the room. So your head will be off of the mat. You might want to wiggle in the elbows to your upper body, tucking them in. And then we'll set the top of the head onto the mat. So think about setting the center of the top of your head onto your mat. This is super open, a little bit aggressive. If you want to place a block underneath the head, if it's a little bit too much for you, we just want to avoid any cranking of the neck. So if there's any pinching or pain coming out of it, we're finding a different variation, adding a prop underneath. We want as minimal amount of weight as possible on the head. Try softening the shoulders, softening the jaw. We've done a ton of heart openers with our cactuses and our humble warriors. Hopefully we feel a little bit more open for this pose. Stay active through the legs. Remembering to breathe. You might want to close the eyes, softening into this pose. A couple more rounds of breath here. And then sliding yourself onto your back, sliding onto the back of the head. Release the hands from underneath the hips. Just taking a moment here to settle. Letting the blood rush back throughout the body. And then take a couple rocks of the head side to side. And then roll yourself up just to take a forward fold forward. Lengthen the legs out long, reach the fingertips up. And then reaching from the sits bones out through the fingertips, folding over the legs. So we did a ton of front body opening. So just closing out the practice with a little compression here. Releasing the back of the neck, upper body. And slowly rolling yourself up. Using the core to get you there. Coming onto your backside. Reaching the arms and toes in opposite direction. One more full body stretch here. And then we'll plant or lay our hands next to our body. Palm face up. Maybe walk the shoulders underneath the back. Eyes are closed. Preparing your body for rest. Letting the toes fall out. Notice those areas that typically hold tension in your body. So it might be different for everyone. So checking in with yourself throughout the day, weekend, going forward. Noting those areas, checking back in with yourself so that you can bring softness to those shoulders, maybe the jaw, belly. Maybe it's the glutes, whatever it is that is typically holding tension in your body. Notice what shifts in your mind, in your body, once you are completely at ease. You feel like you can breathe again. Feel like you can start again with a clearer mindset. Thank you so much for joining me today. Feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. I encourage you to stay about 5 to 10 minutes. Namaste.